God rest ye merry.
Wait, we both went for the bass.
Shit. What? I don't know. Okay.
You sing low, I sing high.
No, I should sing high. You're an alto.
That's why I was... Okay.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't know how to harmonize. Let's go.
You start.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, of ye for 17 far. In fears of in the
I don't know the lyrics.
gentlemen. We'll make them.
Okay.
Did you have more? And if you see the Jesus baby, do not pat his head. Okay, we're done.
Oh, but the best part was gonna be...
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Okay, we fucking nailed.
So we crushed that. Rander's been trying to teach me how to harmonize.
I think
It's so hard.
You go until it sounds right.
That's okay. So that's what happens. He'll sing a note and he'll be like, harmonize with this, and I can find the harmony,
right?
But I can't just start on the harmony.
Like,
I have no idea. I'm like, oh, there it is.
I know, right? It doesn't. It never feels right. Like the only time I've harmonized well is like I actually kind of have to go against my instincts, right? I'm just like, okay, sing this, sing here. And then this other person sings and it sounds really good. And I'm like, okay, I can't think about it any more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a
sorry, I'm eating an Uncrustable. I'm almost done.
Oh my Christ.
Get rid of the plastic.
Here, Alfie.
Don't give that to my dog again.
Crinkly
He got
trash.
really sick last time. He had an emergency operation.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. That didn't happen.
No, I've learned not from a singing teacher, but from Randare and some YouTube videos, that I actually have like a pretty high range, but not a very low range.
Yeah.
I was surprised because my speaking voice is kind of low.
Right. It's very...
But I guess I'm speaking as low as I can go all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's just because you're so mysterious and quiet.
Yeah. I'm an enigma.
But you're so small that it makes sense your range is really high. Because small people always have high ranges.
Is that the rule?
I don't know. But it
does feel
right.
like... It feels right,
Doesn't
for
that
sure.
feel like the truth?
Yeah.
Doesn't that?
No, yeah, that's true, I think.
And that's what brings us into today's topic, Christ Mass.
Oh, God.
Christians everywhere said this feels right, and now we celebrate it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did
I'm
something
eating.
happen in your mouth or something?
I'm
You acted
eating.
like you swallowed your own tooth.
Maybe I did. You're gonna have to carry me for like 30 seconds.
I was gonna do that. The
okay, go.
Off the podcast, we were discussing the story of Virgin Mary and Joseph and how that was definitely a lie. Well, Joseph was definitely a virgin because he was ugly, but
What?
Mary, we don't know.
Was it?
Why are you so shocked by me saying that a virgin's ugly?
Why are we assuming Joseph was ugly?
Because he's in the Bible. There's one hot guy in the Bible, and you know who that is.
We all know who it is.
We all know who it is.
Okay, I'm almost done.
Anyways, sound off in the comments. Do you think Mary really was a virgin? Because I think she told a great lie. I think she really nailed it.
Well, what we were debating is, like, right, because the consensus among cringy atheists is that if this tale is, like, an accurate representation of what happened, then Mary was lying because she slept with someone and got pregnant. And then,
well, I think she had sex with
God. That's also possible.
That's kind of awesome. Why wouldn't she tell people about that?
But you were saying, you said she slept with Joseph.
Yeah, I was just like, I think they had sex, and they said, oh,
but that's
so weird that she's pregnant.
I feel like sleeping with the person you're already arranged to be married to isn't taboo enough to have to construct such an elaborate lie.
I mean,
I think she cheated as well.
To be fair, I have no idea about anything.
That's fine.
But I do assume that they were it was basically illegal to have like sex outside of marriage for a very long time in most places.
Yeah, it's still a crazy lie.
It's so awesome though.
I had sex with my fiance.
God impregnated me.
God got me pregnant.
And then everyone, like, for centuries, people were just like, yes.
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 Also, I'm pretty sure that Joseph was like way older than her.
Was he a freak virgin? God.
Yeah, like she was like probably 14 or something.
That's actually horrifying.
That is kind of a 14-year-old lie.
Right?
So you can't hold it against her.
Well, also, you know, if we're really going in on this, like, I don't think they knew how babies got made, right? Like,
oh, they had to.
Well, no, a lot of people, but okay. Think about how many teen pregnancies happen because fucking teenagers don't know how kids, like, when you don't have sex education, you don't know how you get pregnant. And so then you're just like, oh my God, I got pregnant.
But they know sex leads to pregnancy.
I don't think everyone does. I think that's the thing. If you're really not aware of like what the process of getting pregnant is, you could totally like have sex and then be like, that's so weird. How did I get pregnant? If you don't actually know how that works.
No, people definitely knew that sex gets you pregnant.
I'm sure that people did. If you were 14 years old and no one has ever told you what sex is.
Yeah, if you're 14, you might not know.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Stop fighting me.
I thought you were
confirming the truth that you just said. Oh
I thought you were trying.
I hate you.
I thought your argument was that at that time in history, people still didn't know that sex led to pregnancy.
Like a lot of people didn't too, right?
It's possible.
People
yeah.
People still don't know. There's so many people out there that are like, how did I get pregnant? There's no intro, Brendan. This is it.
Right. We have an intro.
This is it.
We should have done that when I was eating. Oh well. You're listening to Strumpet Radio Hour, the podcast for strumpets,
trollops,
and tarts
worldwide.
I'm Bean.
And I'm Susie. Stop. Oh my God.
Dude.
Hear the sleigh bells, it's Christmas. Hear the sleigh bells, it's Christmas time.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I did want to get into this real quick because I was talking to someone about it. The historical consensus generally is that Jesus was probably a real person.
Right.
I think from my just armchair every field of science, I think that it's more likely he was a dude who did all this stuff, built a following, and then people invented mythos around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's possible that the whole like Mary lying about how she got pregnant wasn't even like a real thing.
Oh yeah. Right.
It was just like, because I think that's how it was with Buddha. Like he was a dude.
Right.
And now we have all this stuff about how he was like born out of a lotus flower and shit.
Okay. Right.
But that probably happened a long time after he was gone.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great idea, right? Like if you have built a following around someone to then be like, I know what his backstory was.
I bet it was Immaculate Conception.
I can't imagine he would come from a whore woman that would have sex. So she had to have been a child that never had sex.
Virgin. It's a kind of scary and disturbing that that's like a universal theme in a lot of religious stories is like these holy people were not born from regular
that's
ways.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, springing out of a flower is a lot nicer.
It's kind of cool.
Than like he was born from a vagina, but it was a child's vagina, so it's fine. It was a virgin child. It's like, is that better?
Why did they stress so hard about like the virgin thing?
Well, I was just about to bring that part up because it is included in so many songs and so many parents that would like never speak to their children about sex do allow their children to be exposed to so much material that's like virgin mother who didn't touch a penis. Jesus came out of her womb. Is that a song, guys?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, that makes it a miracle, right?
Is it
it's like an easy miracle. It's like she never had sex, but she got pregnant.
It's so funny because it's the more we say it, I'm like, that's so stupid to believe that. You are so dumb.
Okay, Susie.
Sorry. I know that I'm just being
attacking
like Ricky
all Christian.
Gervais, but I'm just thinking about like the fact that like we're talking about a time period where just no medical science existed whatsoever. So it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. That's what happened, and then he did some cool things.
Dude, if we're just gonna go full Ricky Gervais for this episode,
we always do.
It is wild. Like another one that always tickles me is like Noah's Ark. And how like people have dedicated their lives to finding evidence of a global flood. Because that is something that would leave a lot of evidence in the Earth's surface. And just hearing adults be like, how'd he fit all those animals on that boat? It's like, bro, he didn't. I'm sorry. It's an effective and meaningful myth.
That is a fun one because it's just like put them all on a boat.
Put every species that exists today on a boat.
And then God killed everyone.
Everybody.
But Noah, his wife, his like son.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
his
had
wife.
They had like a big extended family on board because they had to reproduce later.
Well, and I assume that they just did the like. It was incest, but it's okay.
Just like Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Except that's not what happened. But anyway.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry, that's Adam.
Guys, we might be derailing this a little bit
This is religion episode.
I mean, I didn't have anything prepared.
I
just wanted to bring up the Virgin Mary thing, and then we got into a really heated debate about it, and now we're here.
About how you thought people didn't know about sex.
I'm saying that a 14-year-old, before any medical science existed, probably doesn't know the sperm travels into the egg.
You don't have to know that.
I'm saying that she probably doesn't.
She probably didn't know anything. But, you know, if enough people are fucking and then getting pregnant, eventually you're like, okay,
there are some people
this
that
is
see
how
the
it
correlation.
works.
But animals mate all the time and reproduce. I don't think they know what anything is. I think they just follow their instincts.
But they did know that's what led to more animals.
Did they?
And also, like, all this stuff.
I don't think all of them do.
A lot of the stuff around sex is centered on the fact that it makes children.
Yeah, but
like all the rules and stigma is like.
I don't think they talk about it very much.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying, dude.
Last thing I want to say,
this virgin child, I don't think she knew.
I don't think we should have let her give birth. Yeah,
we should have aborted Jesus.
One final thing, birth control has been around for like ever
in different forms.
So
they
knew that.
Oh, people! No, I'm not,
guys.
I'm not saying that people didn't. I'm just saying that if there are still kids in the American education system that I say, I don't know how I got pregnant. Couldn't a 14-year-old in biblical times have said that too?
Yes.
Case in point, Jesus should have been aborted.
In conclusion, abort Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Susie,
you really are having a Ricky Gervais moment.
We need to put the Christ back in Christmas.
We need to put the Christ back in Mary.
Listen, Bean,
evade death. Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to start doing your part of this podcast.
Okay, the first thing I want to say, I didn't know this till I took a religion class.
Jesus, can you... Okay.
Come on, we were talking about incest. So I always assumed like everyone else that Adam and Eve, we all began from incest.
Right, intuitively you say, okay, there's
only
sex.
2 of them.
Let's not think about how their kids reproduce.
But then, so they have some kids. And then at some point, it's just like, and then their son married like a Hittite woman, like a woman from a different area. So there were just people around already. And I don't know if we like lost some text that explains that, but it's just out there.
That is just someone making up a story as they go and forgetting to fill in the details they forgot about. Wow.
Or maybe we in modern times got obsessed with them being the first 2 people.
Yeah.
But in reality, God was just like, I'm going to make 2 special people.
2 super cool people, but the girl listens to the snake.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's really good.
I think it's
Susie,
interesting.
Actually, the snake was actually more of like a lizard-like creature.
Right, because he got cursed.
And then God was like, no arms for you.
No, they took away his
more little arms for you.
So he was a legless lizard.
Yeah,
which is real.
Which they do exist already.
Yeah.
They're like weird stubby snakes.
Yeah,
it's kind of awesome.
Those generally hang out in like the dirt. They're kind of like scaly worms.
So
I like them.
That's just really unfortunate that snakes don't talk anymore.
I think Satan has to possess them for them to talk. So that could still happen, probably.
Why don't they do that
Wow.
more?
So you're telling me that God punished that creature even though it was being possessed
Oh
through
my
Satan?
god.
Yeah, I don't know about the punishment thing, actually. That's new to me.
Really? You didn't know that?
Oh, they.
I was always taught that it was just like Satan in the form of a snake. Because he curses them to crawl.
in their belly.
Yeah. What the hell, dude?
Wow. The first story, and he's already like,
I guess because the snake let himself get possessed. He's
God.
like, you should have fought back.
listen. Wow, that's heavy. I want to say that's heavy. And you know what? I don't want to put the Christ back in Christmas. I actually want to take it out, and that's why I call it Xmas now, because that was really freaky.
Because we're crossing Christ
him
out
out
of
of Christmas.
I want to say that as someone who's not religious, I like...
Are you not? Come on, we know you're Christian.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
I like the Bible way more than I ever did.
Right.
Like,
right.
just taking religion classes and, like, evaluating them as, like, cultural stories and their... like, that was so cool, and I wish that church had been there. I wasted so much time learning nothing when I could have been learning basically just about religion.
Yeah. But you said you learned that a virgin girl gave birth to the king.
Yeah. The king of the world.
The king of the world.
Of
I
all
don't care what anyone else says.
And he's coming back.
Oh, he's coming back in a big way.
Big moves coming from Jesus soon.
He's been
Get
grinding
your food
away.
storage. Get it going. Yeah, so Christmas. It's a good story. I think that the story of Jesus is a good story. It's got drama. It's got betrayal. It's got miracles.
Yeah, but how do you feel about the like origin story?
The Immaculate Conception
No,
thing?
no.
We've already touched on that.
Or
No,
Old
no.
Testament, like...
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm
man?
just talking
What?
about the story of Christmas. Like, it's kind of a boring story.
Oh, wait, just like Jesus being born?
Yeah.
It's not the most exciting
Like, they
part of his
sensationalize
life.
it a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you know, they couldn't, all the hotels were booked,
They had to,
so they had to go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
manger.
Barn.
And then I asked, there were hotels back then? That's what I always say.
They were inns.
They had inns. They had like people taking book.
Okay, I feel like
Here's your
you
key.
are thinking way too lowly of like BC.
Well, to be
Middle
fair,
East.
Like,
I
there
don't
were-
know anything.
There
Hey,
were
if you know more,
civilizations,
educate me.
Susie.
They had
Educate
society.
me.
They
But
could
like,
They had buildings.
but
They had
we must
food.
add that. Then she said, "Okay, well, I'll just go in your barn."
they had animal
Okay.
husbandry. They like,
yeah. They had taxes.
Well, okay, that's another. Okay, that's
Okay,
another
no,
thing.
let's do this. Let's get
No,
into
actually,
it.
can we not? That's really kind of boring. Can we actually just talk about abating debt?
I want to hear what your question is about.
Oh, my teeth up.
Oh no.
No, I just think it's personally. I actually think that getting into the historical side of the Bible gets pretty boring because then it's just like, okay, we're doing history.
To be fair, it's only interesting to me.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I was digging it.
I was kind of digging it too, I'm not going to lie.
Well, if you guys want to go on about it, I'm just saying that.
But I'm not.
But the whole
the most
issue is that we're
educated.
talking about this like theoretical story in a time period that we don't actually have like a ton of documentation about now. And
Oh,
so
it's
like,
very well preserved because it's like modern day Jerusalem and
Listen.
The Levant.
We were just talking about
it's like
the
the
fact
oldest.
that we're talking about stories that people told, and the fact that hey,
You
they
can
probably
visit
weren't real.
these places.
They probably weren't real. I'm just saying. So I don't really feel like it's worth
Okay,
going
but if
delving
this-
deep. Particularly because you haven't like researched this, by the way. You're just
I
talking
almost got a minor
off
in
the
comparative
dome.
religion.
off the
Okay.
dome about these things.
It's a real place. They're all real places.
Hey, I'm not
could
debating
still
that.
go
I'm
to
saying that the story where they're telling me that these people went to every Hilton in town and no one would let them in. And that they said, I found someone's garage and it's full of cats.
The Marriott parking
and I'm
garage has
gonna
room.
give birth. And then 3 guys showed up and a boy with a drum. And he banged so loud on that drum and the baby loved it.
You
Wait,
know-
is the little drummer boy part of the story?
I don't think so.
I don't think.
Yeah,
it is.
why? Where'd he come in?
You know,
You had it.
you know the wise man.
Have you not heard the song?
There were the shepherds and the wise men.
We're
Those
not
were
allowed
the
to
people
sing
who
that
showed
song.
up.
We can't sing that song. It's not public
I
domain.
know it's not, and I wish it was.
I know.
I love that one.
I know.
I don't. It's stupid.
You know the wise men actually didn't show up for like 2 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
they got lost.
They didn't.
They didn't have MapQuest.
They just heard. They heard about it a lot later.
Some guy said this 14-year-old bitch.
They didn't have MapQuest, but they had the star.
They had the star, but
Which okay, that's gotta be totally made up then, right?
stars are real.
The star.
Did
Them
you know the
following a
stars are real?
star to find Jesus.
Look outside
Well,
right now.
Why
The
did it
thing
take
was-
them 2 years if
The
they
thing
had a
was
star?
That it was Gabriel, right? Gabriel the angel was the one who led him. I think that's right.
I
Gabriel
suppose.
didn't know where he was going.
Gabriel doesn't know
I don't
shit,
know.
dude.
Man, look.
I like that we're all piecing this together based on our fractured knowledge.
Look, you look up
That's
at the
what
stars.
they did back then. It's great.
Look, there's
It's
a
just
lot
like
of
the
light
real thing.
pollution, okay?
Not back then.
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
From all their torches.
From all their torches.
They
And,
were
you know,
torching up the
maybe,
place.
maybe
When
it was
Jesus
really
was
hard.
born, they torched the shit out of
They
the
did
place.
They killed a bunch of babies.
They didn't know what they were looking for. Who told them? Who told them?
The angel.
Okay.
Get it
Maybe
together.
it took a while. I don't know.
I just took a long time to travel
Maybe the
back
angel's
then.
late. I don't
They
know.
were in like somewhere in Arabia, I think.
Okay, let's talk about. We don't talk anymore about Christmas here.
Well, we're taking the Christ out of Christmas.
This is
It's
fucking
Xmas now.
heated.
It's Xmas now because we took
Okay,
him
it's
out.
Xmas.
Because last year we put the holy back in holidays, so I
We
just feel
did.
like we need to really move
Oh,
away.
you pull
from
it
that.
out.
We're pulling it out.
We're pulling
We're
back.
pulling it out by dissecting religion. Christian.
If you ever wanted to
Stories.
put in any effort into this podcast, feel free.
I think this is going to be really a fun
Feel
episode
free.
already. I love it.
But I just think that maybe a more coherent idea of what's being
Okay,
discussed
fine.
is a good idea.
You want to talk about near-death experience?
I need you to talk about near-death experiences because you did all this research.
Dude, if you can call it that. I went down a...
you,
What is wrong with you right now?
I'm just
You're
saying,
being
you went on
hysterical.
like a 2-hour tangent.
I didn't
And
do
then
that.
about something that you didn't like look at all right before this podcast, but now you're like, well, I did spend hours deep diving into
Dude,
evading
I was
that.
raised Christian. I have years.
Mormon. You were a Mormon.
Those are
They're
Christians.
Christians.
I understand that, but they were even crazier.
All you have to do to be a Christian
Okay.
is believe in Christ coming again.
Yeah, but you also believe Joseph Smith, and I just
Yeah,
don't
that's
trust you.
that stuff
I
too.
don't trust you for that.
That's fair. And I learned a lot of weird shit. We'll get into that later.
What a great episode, I might add. If you want to put in the effort, that'd be fun.
Of what? Just unpacking?
Yeah, deep dive.
You know everything.
Yes, I know everything about you, but we have a conversation
Okay.
every week.
Okay, near-death experiences.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I went down this rabbit hole of near-death experiences, which
Just being had.
is
several.
not yet. Hopefully, I don't have one. Actually, it doesn't sound good to die. So it's like when they're pretty rare. Like they're not as rare as you think they would be, but you know, it's not that common for someone to die and be resuscitated, like actually die. Like their brain stops, their heart
Like
stops.
Jesus Christ.
Just like Jesus. He had quite the near-death experience.
Wait, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To interrupt. When you're talking about near-death experience, is there a specific parameter of like their heart stops or like I don't know, or is it just kind of everyone like
Yeah.
somebody was nearly crushed by a piano, but also somebody had a heart attack and then was resuscitated? Like
There are people who like research this and they have a bunch of different categorizations that I honestly didn't pay that much attention to. But there is like there's one where like they're medically dead, whatever that means.
Right. Okay.
You know, heart stopped, brain activity shut down, whatever. Then there's also like they are close. So some people report similar experiences from like, yeah, a severe trauma.
Okay.
Or like being unconscious and being close to death but not medically dying, or just you know, there's all kinds of different shit.
Right.
Or some people have certain things. What do they talk? I forgot what they call them, but it's not a near-death experience, but when you see someone else who's dying and they like talk about what they're going through, so it's
Okay.
kind of like you're peripheral to someone else having it. Anyway, what's fascinating, so it's very rare that happens to begin with, like someone dies and is resuscitated.
Right.
but of those people, like roughly 17% report a near-death experience, which we'll get into what that is, which is actually, that's pretty high, honestly. Like almost 20%.
Yeah.
That's like a 1 in 5 chance.
Yeah, no, that would make me think like, okay.
It's like, okay. And then what I'm most fascinated by, and there's a lot of different groups of people that research these things, and they're weird about it. Some of them are, there's like a grifty side that's like proof that heaven is real. Or like I was reading about these researchers who were trying to measure it by like hanging out in a cardiac arrest ward at a hospital and like putting shelves up with pictures facing the ceiling so that if someone had an out of body experience, they could tell them what the pictures were.
Oh, weird.
I think that shit's crazy. Like I have no interest in like proof or evidence.
Okay.
What's fascinating to me is that there's one institute in particular, it's called NDERF, Near Death Experiences Research Foundation or something.
Okay.
And they're just collecting accounts of these experiences from all over the world. So they have like thousands or hundreds of thousands or something. And the interesting part is that there are similarities. There are themes that emerge across a lot. Like a lot of them are very different, but there's these commonalities that many share, and that's what's so interesting to me. So like the tunnel with light at the end is a big one. A lot of people experience that. Out of body experiences where they report like floating above their body and like seeing what's happening around them, to the point of allegedly being able to report things that happened.
Okay.
Like a doctor dropping something or whatever.
Right.
And like I don't necessarily buy, like they could have heard something drop and whatever, but they often, the vast majority of the time, they're extremely positive experiences.
Okay.
People report like seeing people who have passed. They report feeling like very happy and like peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. And then a lot of times they like, there's another common theme is like a transition, like going through the tunnel and then like coming out of the tunnel and witnessing something spectacular or whatever. And some people will see religious figures from their culture's religion, but that's pretty uncommon.
Oh, wow.
And then another theme is like they call it a life review. It's like life flashing before your eyes, right? Like seeing all these different scenes from your life. So anyway, that shit is awesome. I don't know what it is. I don't really care to speculate on like the reality of it. But it is really cool that there's some sort of shared experience happening in at least the way that we process death, if not an experience of an afterlife.
Right.
So I was getting way into this, just reading about it.
So what have you primarily been reading about it then?
I'm reading the NDERF Foundation. You can like submit them.
Okay.
So I was just reading through
people's stories. Okay.
And it was really fun to find ones that were not from like America.
Right.
And like seeing how the cultures compare.
Well, because that's what my curiosity would be, because it's like there's so many different ways that like, your experience of something is like unknowingly impacted by
100%.
what you've heard and seen and like, what people have described in media and stuff. So it's really interesting to like, if people in like vastly different countries and like with maybe like not the same cultural emphasis on like what our idea of death looks like what they report seeing and those types of experiences, because I feel like that is like pretty insightful as to like what that process looks like to go through.
No, it's cool. The really interesting ones too are like children who are young and would be less influenced by
like they haven't seen
stereotypes and things. It's a nice thought, I guess, that a lot of the descriptions are pretty non-religious as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of just vague, fifth dimension, like telepathic communication, like vibes.
Vibes.
The other thing that was cool is there's one researcher in particular. I'm blanking on his name, but he was researching the impact of these experiences on people after.
Right. Like, what is it?
And they were generally very positive and made them more chill, more
Whoa.
like grateful, more nice, empathetic.
Nice. Wait, that's what Jigsaw was trying to do in Saw.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
He was trying to
He
do
was
that.
giving people near-death experience.
Yeah, he said, cut your own liver out and find a key and...
Ooh,
appreciate life.
okay, my favorite common theme. There's another one
Jigsaw theme.
is Jigsaw. So like one is that people, they get to the other side and they'll report like a bunch of the beings there are like, what are you doing here? Like, you gotta go back.
Ooh, that's fun.
And then there's a very commonly reported reluctance to go back to life.
It was really cool here.
It's like that. They're like, it's sick here.
Yeah.
I'm in a hospital down there dying.
That sucks.
I'd rather stay here. So I thought that was fun. It reminded me of did you watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Mm-hmm.
When he has to like release all his attachments.
Yeah.
But then he's like, no, but Katara's down there.
Yeah.
It's like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, that's that rant, I guess. I'm just super into it
That was
now.
a very calm, kindly, speculative rant.
Yeah. There are some reported negative ones, though, where people just have a bad time.
Ooh. Like what? Do you remember any of them?
They're a lot less common. It's just more like things being dark and them being afraid and, you know, regretting things from their life.
That would be me. I'm like, oh my
Like,
god.
Oh, God, what did I do?
Why did I put a skateboard off the Empire State Building? Why did I do that?
What's wrong with me?
Sorry guys, that was dark. I won't ever do that.
You might. It'd be sick as hell.
It would be pretty badass. Yeah, no, I've read stuff like that, you know, before. I mean, I think that I was reading an article, you know, when my grandfather was very close to passing away about that. And honestly, yeah, it's always been comforting to read that, like, most people have like a really positive, like if you know,
If they have an experience to report.
exactly. And if you're like dying in a kind of a more, I guess, like slower fashion, like it's not like a sudden like, oh, they, you know, died in their sleep, but it's like a hospice care and your family's with you and stuff. A lot of people will like report, yeah, just like being really relieved and like happy, like when they are starting to pass. And it's like, that's pretty awesome, actually.
It's a nice thought. It's like, you don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah.
I don't think it's a negative experience.
So that's my New Year's resolution, to just get good with death.
Okay.
Because I saw Mac posted "get good with God" as a New Year's resolution. I thought that was really good.
We should all be working on that.
Yeah.
Get good with death.
Yeah.
Get good with death. You know, the two big ones, God and death.
God and death. Maybe they're the same thing. I don't know.
Okay, now do you think the Grim Reaper looks like that skeleton guy?
I hope so. I would love that. I'll be stop
he's
digging.
digging again.
He's digging for the truth. He's
Digging for the
he's
truth.
gonna prove the afterlife once and for all.
Yeah. What would you feel if, like, somehow they were like, sorry guys, Alfie digging
Can we throw a pillow at him?
Bean beats animal ambiance. What was I gonna say? Oh, if somehow they proved, they were like, yep, the afterlife is real.
Yeah.
What like, how would that change how you live?
It would have to be pretty compelling.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this too, is it's almost impossible to prove.
Right.
Like the pictures on a shelf idea isn't terrible.
That's kind of awesome.
It's
You're
kind
like,
of a
okay,
good
what was up
idea.
there?
What was up there? But the funny thing was, like, very few of the patients, because they just were basically sitting around waiting for people to die. And then if they came back, they'd be like, what happened? And, you know, most people don't have anything.
Right. Yeah.
And then the people who did, like, most of them didn't report any out of body experience.
Okay.
And then the few who did were like, I wasn't paying, like, I wasn't looking for.
I was dying.
I was like looking at my body on the table. I wasn't
Right. That's also
looking
fair.
around for pictures. So
Yeah. That's
I guess you can try. It's fine to try to prove it.
when you are on your way out.
Yeah.
Let's plan something like that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Even though the chances are so low.
Yeah. I just need to know.
But let's try it.
Let's try it.
In case I'm so I'm on my way out, but they might bring me back.
Yeah.
So
Wait. Okay. I didn't
I'm in
think about that.
do resuscitate hospice care facility. I say, if I die, bring me back, so that I can see if I saw what was on those shelves.
Okay, Bean, is there like a way that like we can just like just a general, like, if one of us is potentially like experienced, like we're dying and then like
Yeah.
maybe we get resuscitated, like
Okay, so if you hear that I've been in an accident and you need to rush to the operating room, put up some shelves.
bang up some
put
shelves
some
real quick.
stuff on there.
No, I'm just trying to think
Yeah.
if there's like any way to be like, there's not though, because it's my theories relying too much on you speaking to other ghosts.
Oh, like I go talk to a ghost.
Yeah, you go talk to someone specific that knows something about me.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'll go talk to Amelia Earhart and I'll come back and tell you how she died.
That would be amazing.
But we don't know how so I could be making it up. But that's fine.
Hey, even if you if you thought that far ahead that like you were resuscitated and you were like, oh right, Susie really wanted me to talk to Amelia Earhart, that would bring me so much peace to be like,
That's
Bean,
nice.
talk to Amelia. It's real.
It's real.
Heaven is real and Amelia's there.
She's there and she died. She crashed. Yeah,
Okay.
she crashed. She told me. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah, it's a difficult thing to study outside of just people's accounts.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing is people, they report a certain detachment. Like, they don't care about what's on Earth as much. So even if you hired someone to die and then have a near-death experience, in theory, they wouldn't even care anymore about the study.
Right.
Right.
They're just like, that's mortal shit.
And yeah, you would have to kill people a lot to study it in a controlled environment.
I'm willing to do that.
I'd volunteer. I'd be like, all right, let's see what happens. So, have you ever had a near-death experience?
No. I mean, I probably almost died in a couple car accidents.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Unrelated, but this is a mystery that I'm just putting out there.
A mystery?
Yes. The other day, I talked about this on Rice and Bean too. And Raul was so disinterested. But I was getting off the highway on an exit ramp. It was like super dark out and there were no lights, so like I couldn't see too well, but And I heard this sound. The best way I can think to describe it, it sounded like the sound when train crossing things come down. It's like ding,
like the
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
But it was getting closer. And then I swear to God, I felt something hit my car.
Ghost train. Ghost
train.
Ghost.
But it
train.
was like, it felt heavy, like enough to like move my car over a little bit. But then I looked, like, I was on an exit ramp, so I couldn't like pull over. I looked in my rearview mirror, I didn't see anything. And then I pulled over off of the highway and there was no damage or anything to my car.
Babe, you were literally reporting like a ghost encounter.
I think it was a ghost
so
encounter.
Casually, you're just like, I experienced a ghost.
Because I feel like
That's
anything,
amazing.
I feel like it felt maybe like a mattress hitting my car.
Oh, yeah.
Because it felt like soft but heavy.
Right.
So then I was like, was it a human? Was it an animal or a person? But like,
it's like, like,
Yeah.
if you hit, like, if you slightly tap anything, it's like you can feel it in
and
your
it was
car.
from it hit my car from the side and my car like wobbled.
That is fucking
And I just want to know
awesome.
what it was.
It's a ghost,
Ghost
train.
train.
I was even like checking the police thing.
Yeah.
I was
just to
like,
see-
did something
kill
something
someone?
happen? But
Yeah.
there was nothing. So I don't
Oh
know.
my god. Well, did you Google, did a big train crash happen here
That's a good question.
several years ago.
But like, yeah, what could that sound like? A bell? Like
Right, 'cause, like-
metal on it sounded like maybe metal on metal, but then it was a soft thing.
It's a ghostly bell.
I don't know.
That's awesome.
There was a semi truck up because the ramp comes like down and off the highway, and the highway keeps going. And there was like a couple different semis right there.
Mhm.
So immediately I was like, maybe something fell
Right.
off. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so fun though, because it's like just a series of like weird.
It was so confusing. It was scary because I thought something was hitting my car.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Every time I hit a. Sorry guys, more Alfie.
Oh, wait.
digging.
Sorry, that was right into the mic.
Yeah, that's. But yeah, just. Okay, so Bean experienced a ghost.
Pillow. I'm gonna throw a pillow at him.
I think
Didn't
it only
deter him
encouraged him
at all. Alfie.
You really want
Stop digging.
something.
He's digging for the ghost train. No, that's
Well,
not
see,
what
you
I
just
meant.
called him
I
over
did. I'm
here.
sorry. That was mixed signals, but no, you can't
just
come
call
up
him
here.
over here. Enjoy that. Enjoy that cookie.
Cookie pillow.
Cookie pillow. Hi, Alfie. Yeah, I mean that's a Christmas miracle.
I just want answers. I'm
You're
so
Hey,
perplexed.
you're never gonna get them.
I should have just pulled over. I was scared to pull over
Well,
because it was right on
What
an
would
exit
pulling
ramp.
over have done?
I could have looked harder for something.
Oh my god, you sound like every fucking.
It was really dark. There were no
every,
street lights.
Every person in a ghost movie that's like.
Because as I was thinking about it, I was like, there has to be.
There has. Oh my god, you sound like him.
Well,
The
'cause
dad from Casper.
From
Just kidding.
Casper.
He's a ghost hunter. He would never have
he
said
would.
that.
He believes. Well, I was freaking out because I was like, well, maybe it was a bicycle bell, and a cyclist somehow.
Some guy that was like, hey.
It's just on an exit ramp. He's like, ding, 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 poosh. I don't know. I was like, did I do a hit and run?
That's the thing that was like, you would absolutely
No, you would.
know. You know, it's like
And it would be there'd be like a crunch or something. It was
Right.
so like
crunch of his bones.
it's like getting hit by a giant pillow. It was so like
right. Yeah. That's crazy.
what could that be?
Ghost. Oh my god.
I'll
ghost
never know. I hate
encounter.
that. That's what I would ask God if I met God. I'd be like,
That-
what happened?
You have one question.
What was that? You'd be like, it was a tire. Be like, what?
What? I wasted my question.
No.
You know what I'd ask God?
Hmm.
I say, why do you let war happen?
He'd probably be like, you guys let war happen. What
I say, that's not fair.
do you want me to do? I'm just
I see-
God.
Can I say, fuck you. That's a stupid That's a stupid answer. That's what
Yeah,
I said.
that's good.
And then he smites me.
He would smite you down for sure.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
Is ghost train our leading theory?
It's
you
the
know,
best
it's the
one.
most fun
Yeah.
theory.
Do you think a ghost train? I guess that makes sense because trains very heavy objects, but it's a ghost train.
Right, so it's like
would
the
be like-
impact is like
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
cause I just I don't know, like I feel like if a mattress hit your car you would
know.
Yeah, you'd be
Well,
like,
I
oh,
feel like
shit."
most things at that speed would do some sort of damage.
Maybe it's a gust of wind.
Even
just-
like pebbles at
Yeah.
that speed do damage. Yeah,
was it windy at all that night?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the other explanation is that the sound and the impact were fully unrelated, but happened at the same time.
I mean, if we're not going with the ghost theory,
Ghost
which
train
is
is still
obviously the correct
top
theory.
theory. Yes.
Yeah, I think most likely sound was coming from somewhere. I mean, I don't.
The sound
It
is
got
weird.
closer,
it bounces
though.
off stuff.
It got
does?
or at least got louder.
And so I mean, even sometimes your radio will pick up shit, right? Like it's like I don't know, you know, it's like
Yeah, there was a thing where Lucille Ball thought that she heard aliens in her head.
Oh
But it
no.
was actually, I mean, I don't know for sure, but she could have heard aliens in her head. But
Yeah.
the leading theory is that her cavities.
it was her fillings.
It was
and I'm pretty sure
fillings.
MythBusters just proved it.
That's
really?
crazy.
Pretty sure they just pooped it.
Damn.
The fillings picked up.
That would
the
drive
radio
anyone
signals.
crazy.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I
That's the
think she
thing, too.
encountered aliens, actually. So.
She probably did.
And that's why Ghost Train, best theory.
Best
Ghost
theory,
Train's
that's
a
what I'm
good
saying.
theory. It's a good theory.
It's a great theory.
And I mean, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
So like, who knows? But like, I swear to God, I didn't see a single thing. Then I was worried I did a hit and run somehow.
Oh, I'm always worried about that.
Yeah. But
Every time I go over a curb, I
know,
like,
like-
I do.
do I need to call the police?
I do 8 checks just
Yeah.
to make sure there's not a dead kid over there, and then I'm like, hopefully I see the blood on my car. That's what I
We're
tell
good.
myself.
Yeah, right.
That's fucked up. And I'm sorry, guys. Sorry to all the kids I've hit.
It's fine. They forgive you.
They forgive you.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Hey,
Hey.
thank you.
They're pretty cool.
You know,
Listen-
Susie, you
oh.
can try and earn your forgiveness in this next episode of Strumpet Square.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Live from the North Pole. This is Strumpet Square. Starring Susan Rudolph Corman and Bean Elf on the Shelf Larson. With that, let's head down to the show.
This episode is all over the place. Merry Christmas.
What is Christmas not all over the place?
I think I loved
Because, you know,
our
we did
intro.
the perfect experience of, like, we get into a heated debate
Christmas
over
experience.
the dumbest shit, and then you tell me a somber tale about near-death experiences, and then your own experience with a ghost that you don't
Ghost
believe is a
Train.
ghost,
I believe it.
and then we end it by playing a game.
That's perfect.
That's
That's the perfect Christmas
that's
experience.
Christmas right there.
Yeah, I didn't know if near-death experiences. I think it's interesting. It's not funny though.
I think you did. Well, you know what it is. You didn't preface it correctly because you made me think you were reading experiences where people got, they survived a glacier hitting them.
Oh, just like survival
Like-
stories.
like yeah, because when you say near death implies that you almost died and you survived.
we were discussing that it's a bad name
Yeah,
because it's
died.
It's a death experience.
it's a death experience.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I still think it's cool. So
Okay, to change topics here.
Yeah, you gotta get this girl. moving.
This week's topic.
whatever. You wanted to debate the Bible for the first 20
I
minutes.
actually didn't want to
Joys.
debate the Bible. You wanted to debate the Bible, and I had to pull you into your near-death experiences. Okay.
It's cool, guys. If you've had a near-death experience, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Comment below.
Who are
but-
these people?
but-
Did you get
but
hit
do
by
that
Bean the
later.
other night? By
Yeah,
the way?
actually, if you got hit by a car in Wallingford.
Ooh, that's what she was.
Okay, this week's topic: joys and toys.
Joys and toys.
Joys and toys for the little
I can't remember
boys.
who won last week.
Susie.
So Bean, you get to go first.
Yes. I cannot see. Let's see.
This is your first
Blind as a
time.
bat.
This is your first time playing. It's just like tic-tac-toe, where you choose a picture, and then it's going to show you a different picture. You got to identify what that picture is, and if you get it right, you get an X for Bean, an O for Susie, and first person to get 3 in a row wins. Or if that doesn't happen, and it's never happened, person with the most correct
Shapes.
guesses wins.
I want the gnome. Is it Grumpy?
Oh, that looks like Grumpy.
You're going Grumpy.
Yeah.
What is this?
I want to say Lego, but I feel like it's gonna be a weird off-brand Lego.
Yeah, it's specifically you gotta name me something about the Lego. You've identified it's Lego. Good job.
What do you mean about the Lego?
Like what?
Like, what is it?
It's a toy. It's a Lego
what kind of
toy.
set it is?
What
Do
set
you mean
is it?
what that is?
What the
Yeah.
theme of the set is?
Oh, sorry, Albie. What am I looking at? Oh. It's Sonic. Right? Is that the bad guy?
Yeah, what's his name?
I have no idea. Dr. Oz.
that is a villain.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you. You're
Yeah,
looking
I
for
got
Dr.
Sonic.
Eggman.
Yeah.
You
Eggman.
did get Sonic.
That was good.
Thanks. I never have consumed any Sonic media.
Really. You
Yeah,
seem like
didn't-
such a Sonic head.
Didn't play the games, didn't watch the movie.
All right, Susie,
Yes, sir.
the board is yours.
Give me Kevin Malone.
Kevin Malone.
That's sadness.
Who is this?
That's sadness.
Who's the actress?
That's Phyllis from The Office. I don't remember her name.
That's good enough. Come
Yeah.
on.
Phyllis Smith. Is
Oh my
the
God.
name.
Oh, her name's Phyllis?
Yeah, her name is
Amazing.
Phyllis.
By the way, I did not like that movie.
You didn't like that movie?
What was it called? Joy?
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
What was it called?
Yes. By the
Joy?
way, each of these are importantly
Right.
tagged to either joys, or toys.
toys.
Right, that makes
Um,
senents.
We've done one as toys, it was Lego, and then
one of joy.
we just did one joy from
The
Joy
opposite of
Got
joy.
it.
Inside Out movie. Want to make sure the theme is clear.
The movie was sweet, but I found it the pacing was very boring. Thank
but,
you.
But what about Bing Bong?
Bing Bong's fucking dead.
God, that scene killed me.
Do you remember that? Like, I took that class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
that's what Brendan's referencing.
That's what.
right now,
were you
right?
referencing that?
I'm referencing in the movie.
Okay, this is
But
an
a character
old
Bing Bong.
podcast
Yeah, old
reference.
podcast episode.
I-
Being out of class.
Yeah, I took this terrible like mental wellness class. Truly the worst class I've ever
Did they
taken.
reference that movie?
Yeah, I can't even remember what it was.
Okay, so yeah, your teacher made you watch that scene,
Yeah.
and I think you guys had to describe how it made you feel or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
weird.
like, but I just remember there was some funny text on the slide or something. It's like
okay.
when Bing Bong died.
Oh
Bing
yeah.
Bong.
Because they notoriously, what made this class terrible is that their examples for when you experience emotions were so detached from the reality of college students' lives.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Have you ever felt angry, like when your roommate doesn't do their dishes?" It's like that is not what generates anger in me. Like, or have you ever felt sad, like when Bing Bong died
Bing
and
Bong
Inside
died.
Out? I'm like, dude,
God.
have you seen the world we're living in, brother?
Hey, have you looked at the news once?
This is not what college kids are grappling with.
Oh
Love that.
man.
Sorry, I'll take
Yep, board is yours, Bean.
it says Keanu.
Yeah.
You want
That's correct.
Keanu Reeves?
No, the
He
one that
says it
says Keanu.
Keanu.
What is that?
It's a
from
movie,
the movie
Keanu.
Oh,
What is this?
this shit again, dude.
What is this?
Wow, I can't believe you'd say that about this.
No, because this happened last time with the Ghost of Christmas Past. This is It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Good job.
Ooh,
Good job, Bean. Good job shitting on one of the greatest Christmas films of all time.
I haven't seen that one either.
It's good because it explicitly states suicide.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Finally,
It's actually kind of a slay.
yeah.
It's like about this guy that wants to kill himself.
Okay. Bean's got kind of two in a
Uh
row.
oh. Can you give me Grumpy Cat, please?
Can you grumpy cat?
Me in the morning before I had my coffee.
Who is this?
Uh
Now this one's probably the hardest one on the board.
oh. Okay, joys or toys?
This is Joy. This is Joy.
Oh my god.
Um,
Joyce. Joystifer.
Joystifer.
His name is Joystifer.
this person has something to do with joy.
Okay. Did he write Joy to the World?
He wrote Joy to the
Got
World.
Nice.
This is Isaac Watts.
Wait, that's all she had to get.
Yes.
Damn it, I was gonna guess that.
Sorry, bitch.
That's good though. I was
That
thinking
one was so hard, so I was like, I got
Okay, you know what? I didn't realize Joy
that's
to the
good.
World was such an old song.
it's
an
in
old
public
song.
domain. He gave you
Yeah.
a hint earlier. Now, I was gonna guess that or some like old philosopher who was like,
Right.
joy is
Oh, joy is the absence of
women.
sadness. That was good.
Guess I gotta stop Susie now.
You do.
Yeah, babe.
Is that Joyce?
That is Joyce.
Joyce.
Ah.
Joyce Byers from Stranger Things. Name
Oh
one.
gosh.
Name one of these characters.
Bro, I
Oh.
never played Pokemon.
This is one of the hottest toys this year.
Okay, wait, is the one on the left a fish?
I will tell you what they are,
Is it a carp?
and you gotta come up with the names.
Is it okay, tell me what they are. I'm
Okay.
seeing a duck.
So the green one
It's a cat.
is a cat. It's
Okay.
a leaf cat. The middle one is a duck.
Okay.
And then
Wait, what's his theme?
water. It's a water.
Oh.
And then
What's that hat he's wearing?
it's his hair.
What? That's not hair.
That's his hair.
That's not right.
And then the one on the left is he's a little crocodile.
Oh, he's not a fish.
He's a crocodile.
Okay, I don't know any of these. So let's see. If we think about Pokemon names, they have stupid names. So we got a leaf cat. It's probably like Meow Leaf. Or Leaf. Leaf.
The last one is fire, by the way. The left is fire. I didn't say that.
Fire
crocodile.
Fire. Donald Duck. No. Meow. Cat per whisker. Meow. I'm going with Meow Leaf. Locking it in.
Feels pretty good.
Meow Leaf. Do you want to guess one for each of them?
Sure. In the middle.
I don't know if this will help,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure the area of the world that this was kind of emulating this game, I believe it was Italy. I don't know if that helps, but
How would that help?
Okay, so the middle one's name is Tony.
Yeah, you know. Tony.
Tony.
It's Tony the Duck.
Tony.
Hey,
Tony.
Duck Tony.
So we got meow.
God, this is
Meow,
hell.
Meow Leaf.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Meow
this is
Leaf.
really hard. You got the hardest one.
Meow Leaf, obviously. He's got blue hair, so his name's probably Bluck.
That's good.
That one's good.
And then he's a crocodile.
A little crocodile. A little fire
A
crocodile.
fire croc. Magma. Flame. Magma croc.
I like where you're
Magma.
going with it.
Okay. Unfortunately, all those are incorrect.
No.
Damn it.
Susie, can you?
She's
for
gonna
the
win.
seal, can you?
Is one
Guess
of those
any of them.
Leafeon?
Is that your final
That's
answer?
Leafeon.
Is one of them Leafeon? Magma Croc was good. I'm gonna go with Hot Croc.
Ooh.
Oh, croc.
Crock-pot.
And Fettuccine Alfredo is select.
Okay. None of those are correct.
No!
Thank God.
From left to right,
Oh,
it is Fuecoco,
Oh,
Quaxley,
Oh,
and
Quaxley?
Sprigatito.
Sprigatito.
Brennan, that was. Why would you do that to us?
You played Pokemon, didn't you?
Me, I played like Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Pearl.
Okay.
Oh.
That's the extent of my knowledge.
Susie,
Ugh.
the board is yours.
Give me beans.
Oh, that's who that
This is
is.
Bean Bunny.
Bean Bunny? More Legos.
What are these?
Those.
These are. Oh God, what are these? Oh.
This game is thrilling.
The little guys are so familiar. I can't remember what their names are. Oh, are these Duplos?
These are Duplo.
There you go. Now, what's the toy, Susan?
Duplo? Yeah. Can you give me an idea of what the
Farmer's
actual
Market.
toy is?
That's cute.
Farmhand.
You
Are
know,
these
the
like-
actual name of the thing was Fruit and Vegetables Gift Pack, but I'm gonna
Sure.
Duplo
should've
is
gotten
fine.
that.
Of course it is.
Fruit and vegetable gift bag.
Obviously.
All right. Bean, not Bean Bunny, but Bean.
Yeah,
The
this one.
I'll
board is
take
yours.
Kevin James.
Oh, I love
Kevin.
him.
Who's that?
This is from Beverly Hills,
Of
Chihuahua.
course you
It
know
is
that.
Beverly
Who's your
Hills
favorite
Chihuahua.
film?
Voiced by George Soros.
For additional points, can you name either of the character names or either of the actors that play?
I know
These
the
two
main
characters.
one is George. What's his name? George Lopez.
Yes.
George Lopez. Do you know who the other one is named?
Oh.
or played by?
No idea. Let's see. Based on, let's go. Who was famous?
Right. That time.
America Ferrera.
Uh,
Lock of the week.
okay. This is Beverly Hills Chihuahua. That's Poppy and Chloe.
Of course.
Poppy, voiced by George Lopez. Chloe, do you know who Chloe is voiced by, Susie?
No.
Okay, Drew Barrymore.
Whoa.
Weird mix, right?
Yeah, that is an interesting mix. Of
I
characters.
honestly don't know why. Because I never saw that movie, but the trailer for it is so ingrained in my
Yeah,
head.
it was
I
all
saw it
great.
so much. All right, Susan.
All right, Susan.
Gonna stop me?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of my only option.
Yeah.
What are you picking?
Give me joy.
Thank you.
Joy to the world.
What is this?
That is a Baby Yoda Tamagotchi.
Do you know the name of Baby Yoda?
It's like
He has a name?
it's like Moot or Grongor. or something
Maybe
like-
Pootie?
What's his fucking name? Yeah, it's Grongor's got to be close.
Grongor is close.
Oh.
Grongor's close?
Yeah,
Grongor's close.
it's like something so stupid.
Bean, do you know?
No idea. Okay, Susie already guessed Moot and Grongor.
Yeah, I
So-
took the good one.
And you know Grongor's close.
Grongor's close. I'm gonna go Yongor.
Oh.
Okay. It's Grogu. but I'm gonna give that one. I'm gonna
Not
give that
real.
one to
I
Susie.
know, it's Star Wars is not real.
This isn't real.
The
Alright,
wars
Bean.
didn't happen.
You get
Give me Keanu from Cyberpunk.
you get Keanu from Cyberpunk. This is to tie.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Stop. I didn't play Pokemon.
Oh, I bet you regret that now.
Nurse Lavender Nurse Grongo. She's a nurse from Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she lives in Lavender Town.
You good?
She could.
Does
She
I'm
does.
okay, so I should get this.
What's her name?
Does it start with nurse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nurse is correct.
That's
Susie,
true.
Susie
Okay.
knows.
I do know what it is.
Okay. Does it have to do with the color of her hair?
No. No, it
Okay.
doesn't.
Nurse.
Importantly,
Mm.
this is on the not the toys, the joy side.
Nurse Joy.
It is Nurse
You
Joy.
really gave her that one, Brendan.
To be fair, he is supposed to give you that. So,
Nurse Toy.
Nurse Joy.
All right. Looks like it's a tie game.
What?
Here this
That's
Christmas.
a Christmas miracle.
Christmas miracle.
Just because none of us knew. You had 2 Pokemons in there.
Yeah, what do you think we are, some poke?
You knew the answer.
Okay, you caught me. You caught me.
Plus, like, if the theme is toys and joys, you know,
Yeah.
Nurse Joy. Come on.
No,
Okay.
that's good. That's good.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, thank you all for playing.
Thank you, Brendan. That was fantastic. Honestly, I love playing that. I don't know how interesting it is to watch.
Yeah.
But I love it.
To
In the
know what
comments,
your
let us
feedback
know if
is.
you-
Sound off.
If
Let
you
us know
like,
if you like this, or if you don't like it, we don't have to do it anymore.
or if you like a picture coming up and us going, oh, wow,
Is that
is that Grongo from Star Wars?
Is that Grongo? Grongor? Is
what
that
was
Moot?
it? Grogu?
Yeah, Grogu, I think,
Grogu.
right? Yeah.
It's not a good name.
Hey. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, are you mad at me for making the episode the way it is?
If that were the case, I would have to be mad at you every time I made
That's a
an
good
episode.
point. We're
Which
good, guys.
I am mad, but not for that reason.
Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that for sure.
No, Bean, I'm not mad at you, even though I said I hate you earlier. That was not true.
That was my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah,
was
we
just
should-
how angry you got
that would
about
be
the
a good
Bible.
clip. I
Yeah.
hate you.
I hate you. We're
Make
talking
it-
about the Bible.
Make it your ringtone.
Hate you. Wait, every time you text me. That'd be good. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah.
All of them.
And happy Grongu.
Happy
It's
Grongu.
birthday.
Happy winter solstice.
Oh, yeah, it was winter solstice.
Yesterday.
Lots to celebrate. Happy birthday to me soon.
We'll have to do a birthday episode.
Yeah, we will.
It'll be fun.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. If you want to have your holidays with us, check out our Yule log. Bye, guys.
What?
It's Christmas time. Grab your coat, it's getting cold. Just look at the falling snow. There seems